20 years ago, Chinese leader Deng Xiaoping famously said, "To get rich is glorious." Like a true Chinese sage, he foresaw the transformation that would happen when China opened its doors to the West. Now, foreign capital is pouring in, joint ventures are taking off, and state-run businesses are struggling to keep up. As more and more foreign companies establish themselves, the international community is growing. These expats are French, Canadian and British.
我是法国人。
我是加拿大人。
我是英国人。
我是英国人。
I'm British.
我是中国人。
I'm Chinese. The word for the Chinese language is
中文。我会说中文。
I can speak Chinese.
说
means to speak.
我会说中文。
我会说中文。
我会说一点中文，对。
一点儿。
A little.
我会说一点中文。
I can speak a little Chinese. Mr. Liang and Miss Li have an appointment to meet Mr. Gao. When you're formally introduced to someone, use the polite term.
您好。
Hello.
你们好。
If you're speaking to more than one person.
梁先生，你们好啊。
高先生，您好，我来介绍一下，这位是李女士。
李女士，你好，认识你很高兴。
你好，认识你我也很高兴。
高先生，这是李女士。
Mr. Gao, this is Miss Li. Beijing's Grand Capital Seafood Restaurant. A group of business people have arranged to meet for dinner.
这是我太太。
This is my wife.
这是我同事。
This is my colleague.
王先生，你好。
你好，张先生，这是我太太。
你好，张先生，认识您很高兴。
这是我的同事李先生。
你好，王先生。
你好，李先生。
李先生，你好，认识您很高兴。
认识你很高兴。
Very pleased to meet you.
很高兴。
Very pleased. Jobs in private companies are what many Beijingers now aspire to.
工作。
Work.
我在公司工作。
I work for a company.
我在公司工作。
I work for the Bank of China.
我在中国银行工作。
I'm an accountant.
我是会计。
I'm a company manager.
我在公司做经理。
Ying is typical of a new breed of Chinese entrepreneurs, ambitious and highly motivated. She studied and worked abroad and has just completed an MBA.
我是董事总经理。
As well as running an interior design business in Beijing's prestigious World Trade Center, she's a partner in a highly successful restaurant. How does she see women's chances in the Chinese business world?
你首先你试了，就有机会可能会达到成功的目的。当然呢，那如果说你不试，那就很难说了。没有人限制你，没有人说因为你是女人，所以你不可以做这个；因为你是女人，你不可以做那个，没有任何这种限制。
China's vast supply of cheap labour and the strength of foreign investment is rapidly turning it into the workshop of the world. Clothing manufacture is one of the biggest earners. With this kind of style and quality, it's hard to recall that this is a nation once identified with Chairman Mao's blue cotton suits. Miss Zhang is late for her business meeting and makes her apologies.
对不起。
I'm sorry.
没关系。
It doesn't matter.
对不起，我来晚了。
没关系，这是我的同事蒋先生。
你好，张女士，很高兴认识你。
认识你我也很高兴。这是我的名片。
这是我的名片。
谢谢。
谢谢。
好，请进吧。
名片
Name card. Smart Garments is a joint venture between China and Singapore. The company's recently invested in computer-aided design and training up their staff, even sending them to Japan, the firm's main customer. The factory is in the industrial outskirts of Beijing, and workers come from local villages. Most are glad to get jobs here, despite the pressures of doing piecework. To earn around £100 a month, they need to produce up to 500 pieces a day. Lunch is nutritious and free, but gone are the days of the iron rice bowl, when workers could expect not just food, but a home provided by the firm and a job for life. Shu Fang comes from a peasant family and used to work on the land. She learned to sew on a local training scheme and since joining the firm has been promoted to unit manager.
以前的生活呢和现在相比呢，我们是不可想象的。现在那个不管是家庭还有是外界环境都比较好。在以前呢，我们根本没有想到是不是能走到这一步。
Managing director of the firm is Dorothy Sitpo Kim from Singapore. She started the company 16 years ago, and it's been a tough learning curve.
Working in China is like an acrobat, performing an act on a very tight rope. You have to always keep a balance. You have to adapt to the conditions here. One cannot set very high expectations and come in and say, these are my rules, these are my expectations, and these are my principles. I think depending on circumstances, you have to bend a little. I think over the years that I'm here, I've learned a lot. And with that, I think things have smoothened out a lot more than what they used to be.